Hello, and welcome to the latest episode of HRAI in the Air, the online podcast, news, views, insights into the HVAC community. Today, we're joined with Jeff Hunter with the Ontario Geothermal Association, and he's going to tell us a little bit about an event they have coming up, the OGA conference. Jeff, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. Now, I know you guys are super busy planning this event that's coming up April 26th. 2022, obviously this year at the Hilton Meadowvale Hotel. The theme this year is closing the loop. Can you give us a little insight as to why this was selected as the theme?
Yeah, so we're excited to be back in person. It's been, I think, 2 years since we've had our in-person conference. So we wanted to bring together a variety of different stakeholders out in the industry and out in the municipal world. All of us have been seeing an enhanced presence and discussion around heat pumps and electrification of space conditioning and water heating in Canadian buildings. And a lot of these conversations are happening at different municipal levels in different regions. So we thought, the importance of GeoExchange really needs to be discussed with these groups, different municipalities. So we thought we'd try and bring everyone together. Different municipalities, advisors, climate change action plan advisors, bring them together with industry experts to have the conversation all together, closing the loop, bringing everyone together.
Excellent. Like you said, get them all in the same room after a couple of years of maybe virtual calls and virtual meetings, maybe.
Yeah. For sure.
Give us a peek of what to expect. Can you tell us about the speakers and the agenda?
So we have a one-day event. So it's a quicker event than we've done in the past because we want to make sure that we get everybody in and get everybody out and get the value out of the day. We have a number of speakers lined up. First of all is Jean-Philippe Hardy from Dunsky Climate and Energy Advisors. And he'll be our keynote along with Martin Limas from HRAI. And their conversation will be around a number of studies that Dunsky completed over the last couple of years about electrification and the role of ground source heat pumps. And from there, we move into some commercial geothermal projects from around the GTA. High-rise multi-residential applications are very popular and in demand with GeoExchange right now. So we have some examples of those projects from Jennifer Burstein, VP of Collect Dev Developments. And then we have Clean Air Partnership with us, Gabriela Kalapos, Executive Director of Clean Air Partnership, to talk about the role that municipalities are taking in working with their communities on increasing the adoption of electrification, climate change mitigation, and that sort of thing. An event that I'm really excited about and will be on stage for is a panel discussion between the OGA, our members in the audience, our stakeholders in the audience, to have an interactive session. The point is to bring everybody together to talk about what are some of the challenges we're seeing out there, what are the opportunities, let's talk about some successes. We want to get everybody interacting. And so this session is going to be OGA board members and associates on stage to really get that interaction and question and answer period going. And then from there, we have in the afternoon, we have ICLEI, Adler Gross from ICLEI, which is Local Governments for Sustainability, really trying to talk about how cities big and small across the country are advancing low carbon heating and cooling solutions. And to end the day off, a big part of our discussion is really about getting the contracting world engaged into the heat pump business. As we look to electrify space conditioning and water heating, it's a massive undertaking. And right now, I don't think we have the full capacity of HVAC contractors in there. So how do we get them engaged? So we've invited Victor Hyman, Executive Director of Climate Care, to talk about that transition and getting HVAC contractors more involved in electrification.
Excellent. So huge value to attendees, a lot of stuff to see, a huge diversity of topics as well, sounds like.
I think the timing is very, very important, and the topics were chosen specifically to make sure attendees are getting that value on what they're working on today. We know municipalities are working on this actively. We want to make sure that they have all the information they need about GeoExchange solutions and how GeoExchange can help them meet their emissions reductions targets and then also connect them to a network of incredibly valuable resources that the OGA membership in GeoExchange industry as a whole has for them.
Great. Now, the OGA has a lot of support behind this show. Can you give a shout out to the sponsors?
Big shout out to Enwave as our premier sponsor. Very excited to have them headline the show this year. We also have some great sponsors from within the industry. Geosource Energy, fantastic supporter and sponsor as a gold sponsor, along with OEC Ground Heat and Water Furnace Eden Energy Equipment. And then we have a number of silver sponsors coming on as well: Versa Profiles, Diverso Energy, Rathco Engineering, and there's some others that keep adding to the list. So I may be missing some right now, but we look forward to having everybody at the show, and we very much appreciate all the support we're getting. It's fantastic.
All right. Well, probably the most important question is, how do people register for the show?
They can visit our website. If you see some of our social content out there on LinkedIn, I think we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter. Our website is ontariogeothermal.ca, and along the top, you'll see the link to the conference. And from there, you can get the tickets, which will take you over to Eventbrite.
That sounds great. Well, looking forward to it, Jeff, and good luck in planning it. That is coming up very shortly, so I'm sure you've got a few late nights ahead of you.
Oh, we have a busy time right now, and it's been fantastic working with HREI on the whole development. So thank you very much.
Likewise. Thank you so much for taking time to speak with us, and we'll see you at the show.